The Lynchburg Hornets Sports Network is proud to present non-conference field hockey from Schellenberger Field, on the campus of the University of Lynchburg. A sunny Sunday in Central Virginia will be the perfect setting for this matchup. The Center College Colonels and the Lynchburg Hornets. Hello again, fans. My name is Kyle Haney, and we are less than 10 minutes away from what we think will be an exciting matchup between the Colonels and the Hornets. Lynchburg has had a strong start to 2024, 8-2, and they're coming off a win less than 24 hours ago against Randolph-Macon. That was yesterday. It was two second-quarter Lynchburg goals, one from Jill Pleiter, one from Callie Short. And while only scoring twice, Lynchburg really dominated in the stat sheet. They outshot the Yellow Jackets 35-5. 25 of those shots were on goal for Lynchburg. Defensively, Samira Garavi with one save yesterday en route to Lynchburg's fourth shutout of the season. Lynchburg beating Randolph-Macon 2-0 yesterday. Fast forward to today, where the Center College Colonels make the 7-hour drive from Danville, Kentucky. Center is 4-7 on the season. They've lost their last three in a row. It's an extremely healthy schedule this year for the Colonels as they end up playing 5 different Old Dominion Athletic Conference foes, including this trip to Lynchburg today. Then they're going to hit the road up to Winchester tomorrow to take on Shenandoah. These two teams, Lynchburg and Center, met last year on the AstroTurf at Liberty University. It was a 5-0 win for Lynchburg last season over Center. Hornets hold a 7-2 advantage in the series. Colonels will be looking for their first win over Lynchburg since 2014. The stage is set here on Lakeside Drive. We'll pause for the national anthem and be back in just a moment for all the action between Center and Lynchburg. You'll have yourself a ringside seat on the Lynchburg Hornets Sports Network.
be a physical therapist probably starting about halfway through college. I love the concept that exercise is medicine. We're starting to discover that exercise really can remedy many of the things that we thought that only surgery or only drugs could remedy in the past. When the student comes here, it's because we believe in them, it's because we want them here, it's because we believe they'll be successful. The faculty here are devoted to their development, not only academically but also professionally. We're not so.
All right, it's almost time to play some field hockey here at Schellenberger Field in Lynchburg. Center College comes in at 4-7. They have lost 3 in a row. They're averaging 1.18 goals per game, giving up 2.09. The Colonels are coached by Grace Goodbarn in her 3rd season. She was the Conference Coach of the Year last year. Keep an eye on Maggie Will. Senior leads them in goals and points. Ashley Hamilton is a first year that will be a key cog in the defense. Center will be in road white on white. White top, white kilt, yellow numbers, black stripe going down the side with white socks. It looks like center's goalkeeper will be in sort of a blue and black color scheme for center. For Lynchburg, this is game 11 of 17 in the regular season, and it's really a key stretch, a code red game coming up against Roanoke on Wednesday that we will be discussing. Homecoming matchup this Saturday, October 19th. Must discuss that. That'll be 11 a.m. on Homecoming Saturday. And then for Lynchburg, it's Sweetbriar, EMU, Virginia Wesleyan, and Shenandoah to round out the season and conference play. Lynchburg is 8-2. They have won 4 in a row. They average 2.90 goals per game. They give up 1.8. Hornets coached by Jenny Relaford in her first season as the head coach. They are undefeated at home at Shelley this year in the 2024 campaign, and they look to stay that way. Hornets will be clad in their black on black top, red number, white trim, black kilt, black socks for everybody, and the goalie Samira Garavi is in the powder blue. It's just about noon, and the ball will be in motion soon. Let's play some hockey on the beautiful turf here at Schellenberger Field on campus at the University of Lynchburg, and an equally gorgeous Sunday afternoon to play. We're in the upper 70s. Center will flick it into the defensive third of Lynchburg to get things started. An email conversation with Coach Grace Goodbarn, and she said, we like to play possession hockey. We like to play ball control hockey. Lynchburg may not allow us to do that, so we'll work our initial game plan with the possession game and then go from there. But she admittedly said Lynchburg is very, very talented, very skilled, and speed all around for Lynchburg. They pressure you really the entire field, although we've seen Lynchburg pull the full field press off at times, just depending on what's happening. Center will be going left to right from our perspective up here in the press box at Shelley. Good crew inside, everybody enjoying fall break, a little change in the tempo and the routine, and then the tempo is going to pick back up next week. It'll be very busy for homecoming. A little misdemeanor will give Center a chance to set something up here in the offensive third. A circle penetration early for the Colonels, but that's a no-no as well, and Lynchburg looks to break out and head the other direction. Lynchburg, a 2-0 winner yesterday on the road in Ashland against Randolph-Macon. Jill Pleitzer with her 6th goal of the season. 5 have been game winners, and some of that is just a byproduct of her being the first goal scorer. And in a 2-0 shutout, the first year, Jill Pleitzer continues to impress. And how about another first year? Callie Short scoring her first goal of her collegiate career yesterday. Did have an assist coming into that contest. The Frosch from Delaware, another one that is fitting right in. You can't forget about Maddie Schuchter. You can't forget about Avery Watkins, who has been a stalwart on the defensive side for Lynchburg. Really one that has played 60 minutes quite a lot of times this season, speaking about Avery Watkins. Ball goes out of play again. Neither team has really gotten much rhythm yet. We're just 2 minutes into this contest here. And the weather, back to the weather. I mean, it's just perfect to play, perfect for the fans as Mazizi gets a little takeaway there. Nice stick duel to get that one. Now she's looking for space. Her stick handling and just all parts of her game are always incredible and fun to watch. And she will definitely be the straw that stirs the drink for Lynchburg in the middle. She can do a little bit of everything. Passing, her defense is incredible, and the defense probably doesn't get enough credit. You talked to Coach Jenny Relaford. She said, yeah, Mazizi is incredible on the offensive end, but her defense really makes us go. Long pass that'll be intercepted. Center tried to jam the outlet there and slow down what could be a potential Lynchburg fast break here as they run the other direction. Hornets, really their first trip inside the offensive third so far. Got in the shooting circle briefly, but no control there from Lynchburg. And then it's sent out wide. What a diving stop from LHSN legend Josh Smith. Did you see that? Look at how spry he is over there. He's on his wallet getting some shots. Don't know if it's still or video shots from Josh, but then as he noticed the ball coming in his direction, just active hands to reach out and snare that one and get it back in play for Lynchburg. If Lynchburg scores the goal, we'll have to debate giving Josh Smith an assist. It looks like it's not going to come right away anyway. As center collapsing on defense effectively. They had 9 or 10 back there, really loading up that back line. 2 subs waiting to come in for Lynchburg. Include number 13, Aurora Balsamo, and number 19, Callie Short. Callie Short, fresh off career goal number 1 from yesterday. Looking to get back there, make an impact. There is a big swipe, big slap shot from the Center College Colonels. Coming to us from Danville, Kentucky. It is a 7-hour trip, but you just scan outside, and Center has brought a lot of fans. They travel well. They came in last night. They'll stick around tonight and then head up to Winchester tomorrow. And they really will end up playing most of the ODAC. Here's a good circle penetration. Looked like it might have caught the back of the stick there. It might have been the call from our official. But first real chance for Lynchburg, you have to say. Second circle penetration. Center going with the long ball again. Nice job to read and defend the long pass. That's Olivia Muir for Lynchburg. She wants to try to do a little swashbuckling and get by a defender. Instead, she'll send one long out of play. The center player looking for a new ball. Center player thought maybe somebody from the sideline was going to throw her a new pill to get things going again, but after a slight delay, we will be going again. It's again a game that we're just over 5 minutes in. 60 in total, 4 15-minute quarters, but we're just over 5 in. It just has no feel yet, no real rhythm from either squad, and that'll slow the rhythm down again. But Lynchburg will look to rebuild their attack here. Down on the left goal line extended. Lynchburg got 8 up. Jenny Relaford probably thinking about maybe just some adjustments in the rotation and the woman power, since you are playing 2 games in less than 24 hours here for Lynchburg. Not that Lynchburg wouldn't be fresh. Oh, watch out. Here is a big break for center. Garavi's going to come out. Oh, yeah, got the right knee on the ground to take that away with the leg pad and then kicked it away, but the Colonels may not be done yet, and it looks like a penalty corner coming up for center. We were in the midst of talking about Lynchburg was probably still going to be pretty fresh from yesterday, even though a hard-fought game, a 2-0 win. That time center using the fast break, the long pass really set that up. That was outstanding play in the midfield. And then up ahead, another look at it. Even with the short staff on fall break, we are bringing you replays on LHSN. That's how good it is. Top-tier talent up here. Here comes the short corner. Interesting formation. Center's going to have really 5 spread out outside the shooting circle. They'll go to the closest offensive attacker and then back to the injector. This ball's free. Garavi 1 kick away on the ground. Scrum for it in the dirt in front of the cage. And it looks like center will be awarded the decision again. Lynchburg still going to be in their defensive penalty corner phase. You see the extra gear from the defenders there for Lynchburg. masks and some gloves. Here's another great replay. Really hard to tell who it was inside there. This time the injection goes a little bit more to center, closer to the middle of the shooting circle. But stop there. Like it might have been a foot. Center will repossess. And now here's a rip. Garavi, nice save. Referee says no. Still a good save there from Garavi. I think you got to take some confidence away from that as Tatum Humphreys will scoot it along up the line here. Grace Peterson now feeding down low. Good individual tackle there from the Colonels. Centre College playing well, you have to say. Playing well early. And when you just scan the records, there are some common opponents. And you look at Center's first game of the season, they lost to Bridgewater 4-0. Lynchburg beat the Bridgewater Eagles 5-0. So if you just compare scores, and there's always a danger in that, but if you just compare scores, you would think Lynchburg would have a big advantage. If you look at the records, you would think Lynchburg would have a big advantage. But the game is not played on paper. It's played on the turf here at Schellenberger Field. Good job by Tatum Humphreys to get an aerial ball knocked down. Couldn't really continue the possession. There's Avery Watkins, that fantastic freshman for Lynchburg. Emily Ritchie now. Try to shoot one into the teammate, but that's intercepted by Sar Prinz. Sar Prinz, always a defensive presence. Lost in the middle. Balsamo had it briefly. We have not mentioned the reigning ODAC Player of the Week, Anna Dorstein. She's on the bench right now. She was in there earlier getting some confirmation with the assistant coaches about the tactics, also getting a much-needed breather. Kanye Mazizi on the bench right now for Lynchburg as well. But Anna Dorstein, 2 goals against Rowan. First 2-goal game of her career. She's also scored, last season rather, an overtime goal against Shenandoah. Game winner against York last year in the regular season. No stranger to scoring, but the first multi-goal game of the career for Anna Dorstein. One of the fantastic Dutch talents for the University of Lynchburg. And I hope we've got some folks listening in the Netherlands today. Hold that thought. Here's a scoring chance, and it will lead to a goal. A centering pass that sets up a perfect Hornet goal. Tatum Humphreys, I believe, will get credit for it. Grace Peterson, the freshman. Grace Peterson. Here comes the setup. Yeah, it's 23, Grace Peterson. Perfect placement there. The centering pass was right on target as well. Grace Peterson has really gone on a goal-scoring binge as of late. She had 2 against Bridgewater, 1 against Rowan. It was 3 goals in 2 games, and now that should give her 4 goals in 4 games. Grace Peterson. What a setup there for Lynchburg. Megan Stifler, the junior, surrounded by a duo of potential center tacklers. She'll slide it up to a teammate. Grace Peterson, another first year that we just have to talk about. The young talent for Lynchburg. It's not completely limitless, but it feels that way at times. They just have so much. The assist going to Olivia Van Meter. Olivia Van Meter with the assist right there. And she is a seasoned veteran, a senior from Bel Air, Maryland. But and that's really a great transition because the combination of experience and youth for Lynchburg is just dynamite right now. They have players that have played so many career games. They bring that experience. They bring that steady hand. They've seen the situations. They understand what Coach Jenny Relaford's looking for after working with her for the last 2, 3, 4 seasons as an assistant coach here at Lynchburg. Relaford, actually, the associate head coach previously. And then you add some fantastic young talent to go along with it. And it really has been a wonderful mix for Lynchburg so far. They lead 1-0 in this one, under 5 to play in period number 1. Lynchburg has had to defend, too, in this game. Said it had no rhythm and flow early, but basically after I made that statement, business really picked up. Both teams had some quality chances. Obviously, the Hornets have made a bit more of their chance. The reigning Old Dominion Athletic Conference Player of the Week, Anna Dorstein, on the sideline waiting to come in. Could happen right here. Lynchburg will go quickly on a reset. Hornets are set up in good spots here. Center going to have to defend well, and they ended up defending that chance. Another big whack from center, intercepted. There were actually 3 Hornets right there. Good takeaway and movement up front. This ball's in the middle. Scrum for it. Looks like we've got Lynchburg's first penalty corner of the afternoon. Lynchburg averaging just under 10 penalty corners per game. Had 13 yesterday, did not score on the injections. And that has been something Lynchburg has worked on all season long. It's been a talking point all season long, so much so that Coach Jenny Relaford's probably tired of talking about it. And it's one you're going to work on anyway. All teams are working on it throughout the year from an offensive and defensive perspective, but maybe a little bit more work for Lynchburg. Long, slow pass to the middle. Good job by the Colonels to collapse. Danger not over yet. Danny Kuhn working her way around a defender. Now she'll dribble. Good sharp stick handling there. Big slap from Kuhn to go into the middle. And then the whistles blow, stopping play. Looked like Maddie Schuchter was the target there for Lynchburg. Hornets are going to get another penalty corner. And Coach Relaford has talked about the turf here at Shelley is just slightly slow to work a really, really fast penalty corner. It just takes so long to get it in, although that pass had some velocity. Oh, good working around the corners there for Lynchburg. A little tic-tac-toe. Will it result in a goal? Keeper's on the ground. Good job to stunt that one from center. Lynchburg's going to go again on the penalty corner. Pretty good hockey all the way around there. The talented goalkeeper for center is number 21, Carly McHenry. She is a Delaware native. Center 462 miles away in Danville, Kentucky, and their roster reflects the Kentucky roots, but they do have a few others. There is a big hack from Danny Kuhn, wide right. You like the aggressiveness there from Danielle Kuhn. That was nice from the junior from Newport News. She has 3 goals this season, Danny Kuhn, but hasn't scored since the Stockton game on September 7th. So sometimes you'd like to get a player like that some more touches. Break that rut. Ooh, nice job by Sarah Prinz. Excellent dribbling there, but ended up losing the handle. Ball out of play, and Dorstein will get it back in. See if Dorstein can reactivate. How about that dribble between the legs? She's got it on a string right now. Working down left goal line extended. Ball out of play. Penalty corner for Lynchburg. And that is the call as the Center College defense goes to gear up for their DPC, and Lynchburg will huddle and see what the play is. You've got so many options on those penalty corners. And if you watch enough field hockey, you'll see almost all the options. And then the coaches get in the lab and go mad scientist and create some more. There is a forceful shot from straight away from Anna Dorstein. Blocked. Danielle Kuhn. Left side. She'll try to get it back in the middle. Right idea as Lynchburg had a couple sticks waiting. But it goes out of play off of Lynchburg, and it should be a Colonel's ball. Scratch that. Lynchburg will retain the possession on a reset at the 25-yard line. Callie Short sprinting back in. Dorstein tried to sweep it along to the far post. And that is a foot on Lynchburg, and it will give Center the possession. Just over a minute to play in the first period. It is a 1-0 Lynchburg lead. Grace Peterson with her 4th goal of the season and young career. Another fantastic frosh for Lynchburg. Grace Peterson with 4 in 4 games now. Don't want to say it was a quiet start to the season, but nothing like 4 in 4 games. She really played just over 15 minutes or so in the first 3 games of the season. But again, you're working to find your combinations and your rotations if you're Coach Jenny Relaford. So not uncommon to see somebody rise up and get more playing time as the season goes on. Injuries part of that as well. firm challenge in the middle third as center has not been on this side of the field in a while, but here come the Gals in white on the attack. See how Lynchburg does defensively. There's a good takeaway in the middle. Perfect interception. Let's see where this ends. On the move for Lynchburg. And then a good defensive takeaway to hustle back and get it back. That was Aurora Balsamo with the intercept, and then did a little swashbuckling right down the middle of the center defense. And there's the horn to end quarter number one. A good one for Lynchburg. They hold on to the 1-0 lead. We'll pause, collect our thoughts, and tell you about homecoming coming up this weekend. Hope you can stick around and keep watching college field hockey. The Hornets lead the Colonels 1-0 on the Lynchburg Hornets Sports Network. Second quarter set to begin here from Schellenberger Field on the campus of the University of Lynchburg. Hello again, field hockey fans. My name is Kyle Haney. We saw a spirited first quarter. Both teams with some chances. A couple good saves from Lynchburg's goalkeeper, Samira Garavi, and then the big goal from Grace Peterson with the assist from Olivia Van Meter. Lynchburg holding the slimmest of advantages at 1-0. The Hive will be buzzing this week. Hornet fans, make your plans to join us for the University of Lynchburg's 2024 Homecoming and Parents Weekend. Officially it begins Thursday evening with the Lynchburg Sports Hall of Fame banquet, but I'm going to say it begins Wednesday on the turf here at Shelley because field hockey will have their Code Red game against Roanoke on Wednesday, and you've also got, I believe, women's soccer on Wednesday as well. So a double dip Wednesday. To me, that's really when the excitement starts for Homecoming and Parents Weekend. But, yes, the Hall of Fame banquet will be Thursday, October 17th, inside Turner Gymnasium. I believe tickets are still available. And then you got a full day of activities for alumni, family, friends, and current students on Friday and Saturday. There's even some things going on Sunday. Check out lynchburg.edu for the complete schedule, and then the lynchburgsports.com webpage for the sports schedule, because Saturday will be a full day. Hold that thought, as Lynchburg might have a goal-scoring chance here. I believe Maddie Schuchter, the first year, turns and fires, and Lynchburg will be in violation, and they'll have to give the possession up. But, we've got a full day of activity here at Shelley on Homecoming Saturday. You're going to have alumni and parents and family and friends set up all around the grounds, and the parking lot behind us will really be buzzing with all kinds of activity. So check out the complete schedules for Homecoming and Parents Weekend at lynchburgsports.com, lynchburg.edu, or you can just search Lynchburg Homecoming 2024. And make sure you're following us on your preferred social media destinations. The coverage and the content on the social media just gets better and better. A great little field hockey post this morning to get the blood pumping. Watch out. Nice diving save. That was outstanding. Laying out by Carly McHenry for center. She may have to do it again. It's a battle. A lot of timber in front of her to work through. And then finally, the Colonels are going to get a clear aerial pass. Lynchburg will knock that down. Hornets still want to attack. Yeah, they're moving with menace. Anna Dorstein trying to get around a defender. She did. Looks like penalty corner coming up. No, just a restart from the outer orbits for Lynchburg. Mazizi, good little spinning backhand pass. Dorstein with a good rip, but that got blocked away as well. Excellent in front from center. They've got to feel good about their defensive effort right now. You don't want to be defending like they are all game. And, of course, the Colonels have let in the one. Lynchburg leads 1-0, but I think you're seeing some outstanding stuff there by center. It's a good takeaway and a difficult turn. Now Lynchburg will be awarded the penalty corner. 4 fresh faces coming in for Lynchburg at the next opportunity. Let's see where the Hornets go on the injection. Maddie Schuchter. She will kickstart and press play here in just a moment. 3 in the castle. They'll go that direction. It's Dorstein loading up. Now passing to her right. Mazizi, she'll take a swipe. Deflected. Ball free. And too much. Just a misdemeanor, but center will gain the possession off of that. Lynchburg's really going to press here. And you've got the talent up front to do it. Jill Pleiter's out there. Sar Prinz pressing up. Lynchburg instead will get the ball back with the defenders. Now it's out of play. I just expected to see another diving stab from Josh Smith, but he's changed locations somewhere else now. Long aerial pass that Lynchburg will be forced to deal with. Here comes some subs. It looks like Callie Short off. And on for Lynchburg goes Olivia Van Meter. Schuchter making herself available here on the near left sideline. Now she'll dribble by a defender. Good sprinting speed. Flips the stick over for the backhand. Now she'll hook and change directions. Good job to find some space. That's Sar Prinz. Quick touch to Dorstein. She wants to shoot. Ball is free. Here's the scramble. Jill Pleiter in the mix there for Lynchburg. Out of play, though. And it looks like last touch was off a Hornet defender. No. Here comes the restart for Lynchburg. Getting a lot of circle penetrations. A lot of balls in the mix. Good Dorstein with some great dribbling there. She didn't want to give that one up. And that's what happens sometimes as an individual. You make 1 or 2 great dribbles. You feel that confidence. You feel the ball in your stick. You know you're moving well. And then sometimes you may just make 1 dribble too many. Riley Weinfordner taking the ball away out of the air. Weinfordner, the senior from Glen Allen, Virginia. 67 career games played for Weinfordner. This is her 68th, so that's back to the experience we were discussing in period number 1. We do have 5 minutes and change gone in quarter number 2. Lynchburg still leading 1-0. And just a 2-0 win yesterday for Lynchburg. On 35 shots, 25 were on target. So that could be a little bit frustrating for Coach Jenny Relaford and her outstanding coaching staff. 25 shots, you know you're not going to make them all, but would you like to make more than 2? Probably. I think any field hockey coach would tell you that. Both goals came in the second quarter. So that's another one where you lead 2-0 at halftime, you feel really good. But if the foot comes off the accelerator in half number 2, maybe you don't feel so great about a 2-0 win. It's a quick turnaround for Lynchburg. Coach Jenny Relaford said she wants that. She likes playing the back-to-back because that simulates and gets you ready for NCAA tournament play. That's the format that Lynchburg really wants to duplicate And they've done that earlier this season. Long road trips for Lynchburg, playing on Saturdays and Sundays. But that tells you what this team thinks about the season, what their goals and expectations are. Another penalty corner. Dorstein collects. Good pass. Sarprinz, one more. Back to Dorstein, I believe. And then that's stalled out. Colonels, to me, continue to defend well. They've had to do it a lot, but they continue to be pretty proficient in this defensive third of the field. Center's goalkeeper, Carly McHenry, senior from Wilmington, Delaware, has impressed. She's got the DPC with her. Goes into Sarprinz. Prinz, slight mishit, got tipped along, helped down the line. And there's another stop from McHenry. Boy, let's find out the goalkeeping stats. She's credited right now with 5 saves. 5 saves from McHenry right now. That's got to feel pretty good. Another injection here from Lynchburg. Big, strong swing, and what a save. I mean, that was outstanding. Into the butterfly, throwing the right leg out from McHenry. She's having to do it again. Lynchburg will get a new ball and restart. Just watching Jenny Relaford coach up Maddie Schuchter on the sideline. You can see the body language from Relaford. It looked to be go around next time. She was making sort of a circular gesture with the arms. Dorstein's going to collect the ball that was sort of tipped in her direction. The super soft has lost it. Good solo tackle over there. Just right of center from Lynchburg's offensive perspective as they go right to left in quarter 2. Long passes led to that one really good chance for center, but their long pass completion percentage probably not good enough for their coach, Grace Goodbarn, right now. Here's a chance, though, for the Colonels on the counterattack. Another great look coming up. Let's see if Lynchburg can hustle back. No, it's in. The goal is scored on the fast break. Number 23, Claire Martin. The juniors got it in net for center, and they have equalized. First goal of the season for Claire Martin. Here comes another look at it, hockey fans. This is the finish. Riley Weinforder was back and really just glued to her left hip the entire time. Garavi did the right thing to come out and try to shorten the angle, cut down the shooting avenues. But Martin with a finish there that was top class. Claire Martin, junior from Louisville, Kentucky, has equalized for center. 1-1, and this is why you can't play the game on paper again. Center had previously lost to 3 ODAC teams. Teams that Lynchburg has beaten already this season. Well, at least one anyway with Bridgewater. Lynchburg beat the Eagles 5-0. And back on August 31st, Center lost to Bridgewater 4-0. But back to why you cannot play the game on paper. Lynchburg's playing in a back-to-back. Center should be relatively fresh. Their last contest was a loss to Mary Washington on October the 6th. Center hadn't scored in a long time. The Colonels had not scored in the month of October. They lost to Sewanee 3-1 back on September 29th. But this is why you want the test if you're Coach Jenny Relaford. This is why you schedule this game. It would be easy to say, we're going to be getting back late from Randolph-Macon. We don't want to turn around and play somebody at noon the next day, but she wants to test her team and put them in some situations where they face some adversity. Yes, you know you need to win the games. You need to win all the games, especially if you don't win the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. You want to build that non-conference resume. Here comes another good chance for center. Good job to hustle back and play the angle there. Allie Freeman, sophomore Allie Freeman. Hadn't called her name yet, but that was an excellent intercept there. She'll lose it in the corner. Let's see if she can keep center boxed in. Yeah, good low, flat stick tackle there on the takeaway. A little bit of a chess match where the ball goes into the corners because oftentimes you'll see control there. You don't want to be risky with the possession when you're getting trapped along the sideline and the goal line and then with defenders. Mazizi, a little bit of a whiff on a pass attempt, but she'll get it back. Look at it. Look at the talent with the handling. Tried a little Little backhand no look, little behind the back basketball style there, but she lost it. 6 minutes to play in the half. This will be a center ball up top. Yeah, player just getting confirmation from our officials. See what the Colonels go on the restart. Tried for a lead pass down the goal line near the corner, but off target. Now Lynchburg will try to break out and get back on the offensive side again. Danielle Kuhn will come into the ball game. She's set up awaiting a pass near left sideline. Lynchburg will go the other direction instead and try to switch the field of play. Hornets were busy in their attacking zone for really most of the first half. But lately, Center College has spent some time on the right-hand side of the turf here at Shelley. It's a fall break, but we have some fans out here. Some students that have either stuck around on campus or made their way back this Sunday afternoon. Of course, the other athletic teams have stuck around. Lynchburg golf, men's and women's, will be in action tomorrow. Volleyball team with a victory yesterday. Men's and women's soccer, outstanding seasons. LynchburgSports.com. Stay up to date. It's been a great fall campaign so far. Here's one that was very dangerous as it rolled into the middle. Good active goalkeeping there from Carly McHenry. She continues to impress. Lynchburg's goalie Samira Garavi has impressed as well. Got the 60-minute shutout against Bridgewater. And since Shai Scoons went out with the injury, Garavi has been in, and she has not come out. Nice dribbling there from Danielle Kuhn to flip it over the defender's stick. Jill Pleiter on the inside. Active goalkeeping again from McHenry. Pleiter got it back and then lost it. The little dribble there from Danielle Kuhn, referred to as the jink dribble, J-I-N-K. When you just flip it right over the defender's stick. Here's another look at the chance from Pleiter. Good job by McHenry. I mean, she really is active, and she has had to be in this one today. Might have to be right now as Allie Freeman was splitting defenders and moving well. Defender will just punt it away and let the Colonel back line get set up. Wineforder now, a pass that was intercepted. Another one that will skip out of play. This is sort of that no rhythm feel that we had in the early stages of quarter one. But that's changed. It's had some flow to it, some exciting stuff. Obviously, both teams have a goal. Zizzy got some wood on that one, but couldn't control it. Center looking to attack, and a Dorstein will take the air out of that. Dorstein's so good sideline to sideline, moves so well. She's a taller player. She's got foot speed, obviously the stick skills, got a knack and a nose for the goal. Just a sophomore as well. I said I hope we had some folks watching in the Netherlands. We got to encourage some people to jump into the chat. Tell us where you're watching from, because the global feel for this Lynchburg team. I mean, think about the locations that we could shout out. Just incredible stuff. Maddie Schuchter, Exeter, England, the southwest part of England, which is where our producer Ethan Maratsky has some family. That's legit. That is legitimate. Ethan Maratsky's mom from around the southwest England area. And Exeter dates back to the Roman Empire. That's how much the history in Exeter, England, goes back to. Jill Pleiter from Amsterdam will run this one down. Got some room in the corner. She'll slide it back to Danielle Kuhn. Kuhn will split a couple defenders. This looks promising. Over to Mazizi. More global talent. Look at the spin there. Watch out. Mazizi, it's point and click right now, and she rifled one into the body of the keeper. First chance didn't go. Pleiter had a second chance. She looked like she would love to have that one back. Really great setup there for Lynchburg Pleiter runs down a long ball into the corner. Kuhn splits a couple defenders. Then it's Mazizi. She had it on a string. It was like a yo-yo out there. Watch the spin. Then she keeps going. And look at load up for a high-velocity shot. I mean, you don't want to get in front of that slap shot. And the rebound was playable. The crumbs were out there for Jill Pleiter, but she could not clean the plate. But, yes, Kanye Mazizi. Can we have somebody from Zimbabwe check in, which is what we really, really need as well, since we're talking about global talent. Kanye Mazizi on that Zimbabwe under-21 national team. She was the captain of that team. The Golden Girls is the nickname for the Zimbabwe field hockey team. And no, it does not come from the TV show. It comes from their 1980 gold medal. Pleiter trying to dig one out and then turn and look at the cage, but she's unable to. Zimbabwe won the first women's gold medal in Olympic play back in 1980, and that was a shocker. The first half has come to an end, so our thoughts about geography and field hockey history and even the play-by-play will have to wait a little bit as we have 30 minutes in the rear-view mirror, 30 more coming up for you. We'll step aside and catch our breath. It's a 1-1 field hockey game here on campus at the University of Lynchburg. You're watching it on LHSN.
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny, nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind.
Want to have some outdoor adventures while getting a degree at the same time? At the University of Lynchburg, we have an on-campus zip line and rope course. Plus, we offer adventure trips that cost less than a cup of coffee. And did I mention our beautiful scenery? We're a university for students looking for something more than just books. Welcome to your new adventure experience.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school, it's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
I was really attracted to Lynchburg primarily because my dad went here. He is an alum, so I kind of had that close tie of being interested in this school, and the school had what I wanted to study. I knew I wanted to help people in the area of health and wellness, so the health promotion program was definitely a program that drew me in, and from day one I've been in love with it, and I wouldn't have chosen any different. I have never had better professors or teachers in my life, and I think here at the University of Lynchburg, the professors definitely care about their students, especially in the health promotion department. These professors want you to be educated, want you to have the experience, and just want you to feel confident going into your career path following your collegiate education. You just feel like you're cared for here and that you matter, and that no matter what, at the end of the day, you're going to be successful, and the people here really want to be here, and everyone has a purpose, and it's just a great environment to be in.
Football has taught me a lot throughout my life. It's definitely had a huge imprint on who I am as a person. Competing at a Division III level created that opportunity for me to go to college. Not only was I the first one in my family to graduate college, but I was really the first one to even go. being the first one, I'm breaking that cycle, and now that I've graduated, I'm not sure what's the next step, but I know I have a lot of doors open. And a lot of those are open because I played football and ran track here at Otterbein.
Get your career in the game by enrolling in the University of Lynchburg MBA program with an emphasis in sport management. This program opens the doors to new possibilities for a variety of careers, from being an athletic director or working in athletic administration to working for professional organizations, your favorite team, to running a local Parks and Rec department. And employers are increasingly requesting and preferring individuals who have postgraduate education, specifically looking for an MBA. And so the University of Lynchburg Sport Management concentration in the MBA program sets you up for success, and it sets you apart from the many other people looking for jobs in the industry. Learn from winners. Here you will learn from professors and mentors who have spent their careers doing exactly what you want to do. Increase your marketability in an $83 billion industry. If you have a 3.0 GPA, the GMAT is waived. There's no application fee, admissions occurs on a rolling basis, and our online program is ideal for working adults. When you enroll in this program, you enroll in the opportunity to learn from the best of the best. Your professors have a wealth of experience working in the sport industry that they share with you in the classroom setting. Get in the game by getting your MBA with a sport management concentration at the University of Lynchburg. Just now, Hollywood, here I come.
Look at how much fun we're having on a Sunday at Shelley. It really is. The weather is just phenomenal as we get some of the youth, some of the future field hockey players out there scooting around. I believe, not 1,000% sure, but I believe at least one of those was Jenny Relaford's, one or more of her kids out there. And I got more about Jenny Relaford in just a second, but let's watch some highlights. Yeah, great save in front early on, early activity. Both keepers have really been good in this one. Samira Garavi for Lynchburg, another international from Germany. There's the goal from Grace Peterson. Perfect feed from Olivia Van Meter on that one. How about the kick save from Carly McHenry, the goalkeeper for center? And then you got to look at the center goal. That was from number 23, Claire Martin, her first of the season. It's number 4 of the year for the first year, Grace Peterson. But both teams will need at least one more as we are deadlocked 1-1. Just really quick about Coach Jenny Relaford. She is married to Michael Relaford, former men's soccer player for Lynchburg. And I'm mentioning Michael because he's going in to that Lynchburg Sports Hall of Fame this week. Michael Relaford will get inducted with some other legends. No field hockey legends going in this year, but Michael Relaford will be there. So you know Jenny Relaford is excited about Thursday night. That is the Hall of Fame induction and banquet, part of Lynchburg's 2024 Homecoming and Parents Weekend. More on that, but we'll step aside here again and collect our thoughts as both teams are wrapping up their halftime conversations. A little short warm-up to follow, and then we'll be playing hockey again. Half 2 between Center and Lynchburg coming your way next on the Lynchburg Hornets Sports Network.
Want to have some outdoor adventures while getting a degree at the same time? At the University of Lynchburg, we have an on-campus zip line in Roseville. Plus, we offer adventure trips that cost less than a cup of coffee. And did I mention our beautiful scenery? We're a university for students looking for something more than just books. Welcome to your new adventure experience.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school. It's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
I was really attracted to Lynchburg primarily because my dad went here. He is an alum, so I kind of had that close tie of being interested in the school, and the school had what I wanted to study. I knew I wanted to help people in the area of health and wellness, so the health promotion program was definitely a program that drew me in, and from day one I've been in love with it, and I wouldn't have chosen any different. I have never had better professors or teachers in my life, and I think here at the University of Lynchburg, the professors definitely care about their students, especially in the health promotion department. These professors.
All right, the third quarter is getting cranked up. The ball is in motion. Let's play some more field hockey on the turf here at Schellenberger Field. Can't say enough about this fantastic weather, but let's talk about these folks that did check in on the live chat. They are tuning in the Netherlands. I want to talk about the sporting culture of the Netherlands more and more. Another gold medal for the women's field hockey team. The men's team is called the Orange. Is the women's team just the Orange as well? I love that the international teams have nicknames. I already mentioned Zimbabwe, the Golden Girls. Because a lot of times when you're watching those broadcasts in the Olympics or a World Championship, it just says the Netherlands. It doesn't give you the nickname like the Lynchburg Hornets. So I think the nickname should be known more. Somebody fill me in. They're also watching in Exeter, England. And I think I got the history right there. It goes back to the Roman Empire, Exeter. Not all the way down there in Cornwall. It's not that far southwest in England, but it's close to Cornwall. Maybe that's considered the Cornwall area. Good stop in front. As we dabble in geography and history, we're still getting to see some outstanding field hockey, just maybe not talking about it the way we should. There's a sharp pass that got about shoulder height and then knocked out of play. And they're also watching in Palmyra, Pennsylvania, much closer to Lynchburg than the Netherlands and England, but still a fantastic area. We've got a Palmyra in Virginia as well. It's in Buckingham County, I believe. Kind of a geography nut, if you haven't noticed that yet. And there's even so much more to learn. Look at this dribbling. This is fantastic. Keeper came out again, stalled out. Dorstein's in the mix trying to dig it away from the goalie. That was as good of an individual dribble as you're going to see from Danny Kuhn. She was on the move from Newport News, Virginia, by the way. Danielle Kuhn was it was surgical right here. Watch her just slice and dice. Collecting there. You get that angle, and a great job by the goalie to come out, because Kuhn's getting by the defenders. You're probably not ready for the goalie to come out and hit you with the leg pad. Speaking of dribbling, look at Mazizi go. Yeah, it's point and click. She'll slide one by the goalie. No. Stopped. What a setup. Did it go in? Waiting for confirmation. What do we have? The signal from the official was not the boldest. Do we have a penalty stroke coming up? That's what we've got. A penalty stroke is coming up. Not a penalty corner, but the penalty stroke. Let's see the setup here. Here it comes. Perfect timing and perfect placement on the goal. That is a Lynchburg goal from number 3, Tatum Humphreys, the sophomore midfielder from Yorktown, Virginia, has scored. That is her first goal of the season. Classy stuff there by Coach Relaford to get Humphreys in to take the shot. Placement was perfect. Went to the right post. Here comes another look. McHenry just a little bit late over there with the left-hand pad. Outstanding finish right there. You get the celebration. Lynchburg leading 2-1. Tatum Humphreys, Grace Peterson with the 2 goals. You certainly have to give this gal, Kanye Mazizi, some credit for the hard work to create the situation that led to the penalty stroke. Aurora Balsamo doing some dribbling down the near right sideline. Lynchburg will reset things. Outstanding goal from Humphreys. Quality finish. Mazizi with the great setup. Let's not forget about Danielle Kuhn with that outstanding dribbling prior to that allowed Lynchburg just to apply more pressure. That's the thing. Not every great play, not every great dribble or pass leads to a goal, but you keep applying pressure. And eventually, you know what pressure does, fans? It causes a crack. And the center defense did crack. Got a feel for their goalie, McHenry, a little bit. She's been outstanding, and she made a couple good plays in that little 2 to 3 minute sequence. 11:25 left to play in quarter number 3. Lynchburg leads 2-1. Yeah, Carly McHenry, senior from Delaware, continues to impress down there as the goalie for center. But you get put on an island for those penalty strokes. You're trying to guess a direction or just trying to react, and she did seem to react with the left-hand pad, but not in time. Penalty corner coming up for center. See if the Colonels can equalize. They go back to the injector. Garavi's going to come out and kick, gets the leg down again. This ball's still free and dangerous. Lynchburg will get it back. The masks get tossed aside. Lynchburg wants to hurry. This is Aurora Balsamo, the junior. Just tried to muscle it by a defender. That didn't really work out. Tori Drapal, the defender there for center. Fastball pass to Olivia Van Meter. Balsamo is going to get it back. She'll dribble and look around a little bit. 45-degree angle pass, right of center, taken away. She was looking for Grace Peterson. Grace Peterson has scored in this game. She got the first one for Lynchburg. Here's your reigning Old Dominion Athletic Conference Player of the Week, Anna Dorstein. Oh, yeah, she'll cruise through the defense. But that is going to be a center ball. Another good kick save, and then the second save from Garavi. And she's racking them up, multiple saves on one circle penetration. Garavi has been so impactful, really, just in a short amount of time. Shai Schoons started the first 7 games. An injury forced her out of action. She's back in uniform today in the powder blue. Lynchburg, of course, in the black top, black kilt. Garavi wearing the powder blue as well. Center on the road in white. Colonels wanting to run. Their best opportunities and the goal have come in the running game, transition field hockey. And that's, interesting because when we chatted with third-year head coach Grace Goodbarn, she said, we like to play possession hockey. We like to play ball control. And we don't really look to counterattack as much, but she did admit that sometimes tactics have to change when you're on the road trying to spring an upset. She was the SAA Coach of the Year last year, the Southern Athletic Association. Center was a founding member of that conference back in 2011. Center College has got some wild history as well that we may dive into, but right now it's a 2-1 ball game, so the full focus and spotlight should be on the players on the field right now. The turf here at Shelley, which is not even a year old yet. Closing in on it, though. Put it in over winter break last year. Does that sound right? I'm scanning the press box. Producer, director extraordinaire, and national champion Ethan Maratsky gave me a subtle head nod in confirmation. Still doesn't feel confident, but I think it was winter break last year, or you could say the early part of 2024. Look at Aurora Balsamo. She's doing some fancy stick handling there to get around a defender, but then the pass was off target, looking for Dorstein. Scramble in the midfield here, right in front of us. Balsamo, again, just able to keep that in. You can tell she's a little gassed. Kind of jogging to that ball. Looked like she didn't have a ton of energy left. Zizi needs a break. She's out. Hustling on number 11, Maddie Schuchter. Mallory Lamb, the junior, will get things back in play for Lynchburg. Haven't talked about Mallory Lamb enough. Her presence is always important for Lynchburg defensively. And speaking of important, this looks like Sar Prinz. She'll slide it down the line as Lynchburg was looking to attack from outside in, trying to outflank the center defense. Good dribbling here. And a foot put on it there. That was impressive stuff from Grace Peterson. Freshman continues to impress. And Sar Prinz got ate up with a fastball that D twigged her. Knocked the stick right out of her hands. She's back just fine, though, in the crouch looking for teammates. You know, you don't wear the mask like you do in women's field hockey, but see the mask go on for the defensive penalty corner. And that ball can move with pace. Another outside-in attack from Lynchburg. Goalie forced into action again. Solid save from Carly McHenry. High marks again for the netminder, the cage keeper from center. Came out there with the pad. Watch out, Schuchter's on the move. Splitting defenders, lost it. Looking for a call. She'll get the call. We'll find out how Lynchburg opts to proceed on this next injection. Would love to score more on the penalty corners. Perhaps an overused statement by me. What team wouldn't love to score more on their penalty corner opportunities? But Lynchburg under 10% on the conversion rate this year. As Schuchter shoots it in. Sliding over to Balsamo. Speaking of deep pole, that stick went flying. Believe that was a big backswing from Aurora Balsamo that knocked the Center College defender's stick flying out of her hands. The shrapnel went in the direction of the goalie, Carly McHenry. Lynchburg will restart. Allie Freeman. Tough time against a duo and then a trio of white jerseys. And she ended up losing it, asking for a call. She'll get one as well. Lynchburg does lead 2-1. The one goal from center was Claire Martin. 7 saves from their outstanding player in the pads, McHenry. Bouncing ball scooped up. Lynchburg will try to press, not allow the clear in the breakout. Too much pressure there from Balsamo. Lynchburg, of course, has goals from Grace Peterson. We're going to get to see the stick flying out of the hands there. Yeah, it's an intense game. It can be some violent interactions there. Solid takeaway from Lynchburg. They look to press the issue. That was Peterson again. She seems to be in the middle of everything this game. Sar Prinz now up ahead to a cutting Schuchter, but a violation. Olivia Van Meter, by the way, has an assist for Lynchburg, and then the goals from Grace Peterson, and then the penalty stroke goal from Tatum Humphreys. Sophomore scores her first of the season. See if Lynchburg could get a third quarter strike that would put some distance between themselves and the Colonels. Zizzy back in. Fresh legs. Look at the bounce. Head up, dribbling. Lost it on a short pass attempt. She'll regain possession. Under 5 to play in the third period. Lynchburg was a 2-0 winner yesterday against Randolph-Macon. And we said, depending on your perspective, that can feel like a good win or a slightly less than satisfying scoreline, perhaps. Colonels on the move again. Fast break has been a strong suit for them. And watch out, a chance at net. Garavi's coming out. She'll get support from the defense that hustled back to fortify the back line, and now the ball is out of play. Wow. You have to say that center has made something of these running opportunities. That was a second glance at that, a play that could have been dangerous. Good job by Lynchburg to use the sprinting speed to get back, cut off the angle before Garavi had to get pressed into service for a save. She also was smart to come out and trim down the angle. Have we talked about Samira Garavi, the junior from Germany? We haven't mentioned Germany in our roll call northern part of Germany. And I've got some family that came from Germany, but now I have to investigate what part. I think one of my grandparents was born in Germany. Anyway, enough about the broadcasters, more about the players on a penalty corner opportunity. Tough spot there. Garavi did well again. Really sighting that nicely. That can be the problem as your defenders rush out from the cage. A lot of times as a goalie, you don't see it cleanly. Looks like Garavi is seeing it well when forced to defend the penalty corners. And typically at the higher levels, you see the goalies laying out on the ground to cover the entire goal. That's the trend that kind of came about. Goalie gets off their feet and lays on the ground. Garavi is so good on her feet and then with her feet with the kickaways. And that, again, is a area where Lynchburg had to replace the talented Caleb Brady from last year. Lynchburg lost 3 of their top 5 goal scorers from last season. So it is a Lynchburg team that, while returning a lot, has also had to replace a lot. And they've done pretty good in that department, looking for win number 9 today. They would be in line for that if the score line stays like this, but just a 2-1 advantage right now for Lynchburg. And a Dorstein hustling back in. Zizzy with a good job to control. I think the tendency is to continue in the direction of the other team's goal, but she was smart to settle that and then spin away and then let Lynchburg get it to that far left sideline. Zizzy really is a chess master out there. She understands all the pieces, where they're supposed to go, and she understands how she fits into that. Speaking of high field hockey IQ, Anna Dorstein got close to the doorstep and then settled, passing back out. Kanye Mzizi with another takeaway. She'll go to center and find Allie Freeman. Freeman a pass right down Main Street that was blocked away. We've got 1:15 left to play in the third period. A third that has seen Lynchburg take the lead back. We were tied 1-1 at the halftime break. That is a fireball of a pass. That is not on target. Back to the center passing. A little bit of a mixed bag because they've had some long passes that have led to some of those fast breaks. And this will let them set up a full field press as they come down and bother Lynchburg. Looking to get out and run. Good job by Lynchburg again. It goes right sideline to left sideline, really in the blink of an eye. And that's how you have to break down those presses. Fantastic dribbling from Anna Dorstein. Then she ran out of room. Pass is on target, though. Watch out for Allie Freeman. She'll flip to the right side. Danny Kuhn takes a swipe. Blocked away. Rebound is alive. Good individual stick handling here on the defensive side for center. Those yellow numbers don't really pop against the white jersey, so it is difficult to identify. But I want to make sure I tell you. I believe we'll figure it out in just a moment, fans, as we've reached the end of the third quarter. Lynchburg does lead 2-1 with 15 more minutes of field hockey to play. We're back in just a moment on the Lynchburg Hornets Sports Network.
Football has taught me a lot throughout my life. It's definitely had a huge imprint on who I am as a person. Competing at a Division III level created that opportunity for me to go to college. Not only was I the first one in my family to graduate college, but I was really the first one to even go. Being the first one, I'm breaking that cycle, and now that I've graduated, I'm not sure what's the next step, but I know I have a lot of doors open. And a lot of those are open because I played football and ran track here at Otterbein.
your career in the game by enrolling in the University of Lynchburg MBA program with an emphasis in sport management. This program opens the doors to new possibilities for a variety of careers, from being an athletic director or working in athletic administration to working for professional organizations, your favorite team, to running a local Parks and Rec department. And employers are increasingly requesting and preferring individuals who have postgraduate education, specifically looking for an MBA. And so the University of Lynchburg Sport Management concentration in the MBA program sets you up for success, and it sets you apart from the many other people looking for jobs in the industry. Learn from winners. Here you will learn.
All right, field hockey fans, we're back for 15 more minutes between Lynchburg and Center. 2-1, the Lynchburg lead. We got to get you some updates here from the chat. The chat is blowing up, and I got some information. The Orange Lionesses, which is fantastic. This is the nickname for the Netherlands women's field hockey team. That's great intel right there. The Orange Lionesses. And we've got Marlou Vendrick's mother checking in. We miss Marlou Vendrick so much. In just 2 short seasons here on campus, she had such a big impact. What a player. Here's a good play from Lynchburg. Chance to add that additional goal that they have been looking for. We were tied up 1-1 at the end of the first half. It's a 2-1 Lynchburg lead right now. Hornets do want more. You can tell that, and you probably knew that anyway, but the Lynchburg Hornets want more. Just gazing into their timeout huddle in between quarters 3 and 4. You could see the fire and the enthusiasm still there. Good takeaway from Sar Prinz. Prinz will fire down to the corner. Anna Dorstein can't quite come up with it. I need one of our fans from the Netherlands that is watching to tell me if Anna Dorstein has a famous father or not, because there's a famous Hans Dorstein, a musician, kind of a comedian, kind of a, I don't know, he does a little bit of everything over there in the Netherlands. And I'm trying to figure out if it's the same person or not. But maybe Hans, if it is, he doesn't want to be in the spotlight. He wants Anna to have the spotlight. And she gets it. She is the Old Dominion Athletic Conference Offensive Player of the Week. Watch out. Here's Maddie Schuchter. Exeter, England. She'll go backhand. The tomahawk was off target, though. Good effort right there for Lynchburg. Another great setup. They have really gotten some great circle penetrations, good setups. Goalkeeping has been solid. Again, worth pointing out from Center. Carly McHenry has been outstanding. She's been left alone at times, too. And Lynchburg, of course, has made 2 go in. One off the penalty stroke from Tatum Humphreys. One was the first half goal from Grace Peterson. A fantastic setup from Olivia Van Meter to get it to her. And I want to talk one more time about homecoming coming up. Man, I wish some of our international parents could make it over for homecoming. Maybe you can. Such a great time. Homecoming and Parents Weekend as well, all rolled into one. And really it encompasses the whole week, as we've got a women's field hockey Code Red game right here on Shelley Wednesday. I think the fun really starts in earnest on Wednesday. A field hockey women's soccer double dip. Then we'll get the Lynchburg Sports Hall of Fame Thursday. Activities all day long for alumni, friends, and family on Friday. And then Schellenberger's Turf will be busy again on Saturday. It is officially a triple header. Field hockey, men's soccer, women's soccer, all going to happen here on Saturday. And that's going to be a blast. Everybody looking forward to it. And we hope you can make your plans to join us. But if not, watch the games on LHSN. It's the next best thing. You'll feel like you're at the corner of Lakeside and Hopwood. I'm telling you, we're gonna make it look and sound great. The visuals today have been outstanding. My guy and one of the best dunking artists around, Jonathan Faust, on the camera today. He's one of the hardest working LHSN guys too. Every time I'm here, he's here. And then I think he's also here at some other times as well. And when I say dunking, we're talking about on the basketball court, Jonathan Faust. So much more than that. A willing defender, a floor general. He's laughing. I'm trying to embarrass him, and it just is so much fun. 2-1, the ball game here. One of the great things about these broadcasts is you can get in the chat and goof off and have a running conversation. You can't do that when you're on network television or when you're calling one of those England versus Netherlands women's Olympic championships, world championships. I think between England and the Netherlands on the women's side, they've got the last 5 or 6 Olympic gold medals. Someone will correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, as play has shifted to the far sideline, and the Colonels threatening to develop an offensive attack here. And I say develop because some of their other offensive entries have come on those fast breaks. This one has felt more developed for center, felt more like a true build-up, a battle plan that seems to be in line with what their coach Grace Goodbarn talks about, what her team likes to do, and it will lead to a short corner. The injection coming up in just a minute. Lynchburg has been solid defending these. You know, that's an area we probably don't give Lynchburg enough credit. Their defensive penalty corner setup has been strong all season long. And you got to work on this phase, too. Oh, yeah, they're going to get to it before the injection even happened. Coach Relaford wanting a call. Bodies on the floor. Physical hockey at the moment. Now Lynchburg will get out and run. Anna Dorstein with space. Long pass into the corner for Jill Pleiter. Don't forget about her. She scored yesterday. Trying to side quest through the defense, and that was taken away. Balsamo's going to get the ball back for Lynchburg. Sprinting towards the goal line. Third-party obstruction, maybe. Pleiter might have gotten in the way of a defender, just kind of reading the referee's body language there. Again, sometimes the signals are not completely strong. You've got the series of signals that the refs give. You don't always get one. Sometimes you do. And, everybody in the chat knows more about field hockey than I do. I'm just an enthusiast. I'm not an expert. As play will stop again. Allie Freeman was circling the defense. Penalty corner coming up for Lynchburg, who leads 2-1. They are the 13th ranked team in the country. You can see that 13 next to the LYN on the bar at the bottom of your screen. Lynchburg has been in the top 20 all season. They are 8-2 at the moment. Lynchburg, the losses were back-to-back losses on the road. The 5-0 loss to York was, I think, the one that stung a little bit. And in talking to Coach Jenny Relaford about it, she said it really doesn't matter if we lose 1-0 or 5-0. And she admitted her team did take some chances there in the fourth quarter that allowed the score line to become a little less than aesthetically pleasing, maybe you could say. Mallory Lamb will hit the reset button for Lynchburg. Ooh, good interception right there. There was some danger, but leave it to Kanye Mazizi to alleviate the danger. Good effort to save there from Mallory Lamb. That was pretty good. Ball on the line is in field hockey. That's worth pointing out from time to time. On the line is in, so just like soccer there, unlike basketball where on the line is out. Let's see. Baseball on the line is in. That's a fair ball if it hits the line. Football, American football fans, American football on the line is out. It's a lot to keep track of for a sports fan, isn't it? You know what I always talk about? Baseball's the only sport where the defense has the ball. Baseball's the only sport where the defense has the ball. Cricket, though, can't forget about cricket. As they go to Mazizi, they like to play cricket in Zimbabwe as well. Mazizi, an all-around athlete. She was a netball player in high school. Netball's a fun sport. Mazizi will shoot. Goalie was way out. I mean, Mazizi looked up, and she had the goalie, McHenry, right in her windshield there. Kanye Mazizi, more than just netball, multi-sport athlete in high school. But netball is a fun one because it's kind of like basketball. There's no backboard. Got to look up netball, fans, if you're looking for another sport to get into. Fun sport. Here comes the penalty corner for Lynchburg. The injection to Balsamo. Big swing. That was high velocity. Artillery fire from Balsamo from that left side. Couldn't get it on target and couldn't find a redirect from a teammate. So the ball is centers with 8:05 left to play in the fourth quarter. And we're almost midway through the fourth period. Center's got to get busy if they want a realistic comeback try, but they're only down by 1. It is a 2-1 advantage for Lynchburg. Jill Pleiter off. Sydney Rowe on. The junior Sydney Rowe from Millersville, Maryland. She's got 42 career games under her belt. Another seasoned campaigner that Lynchburg can send out there. Sarah Prinz will collect a centering pass and then try to slide to the sideline. Allie Freeman on that sideline waiting to come in along with Madison Mark. Madison Mark, a senior from Pennsylvania. More veteran presence. And back-to-back games, you really do have to watch the legs. You have to watch the conditioning and the fitness. And you have to keep an eye on players and just ask them how they feel. Lynchburg typically will play 18, 19, 20 per game. But when you're playing your second game in basically 24 hours, probably have to have your finger really on the pulse of it as a coach. Outstanding dribbling from Balsamo. She'll keep it going. Good job to shield the defender. Tried to channel the defender away a little bit and then spin around. Now she's trapped in the corner. Here comes that little chess match. Backhanded pass along the line to Mallory Lamb. Lamb's going to scamper back for it, but she lost it. 6:30 left to play. So we are more than halfway through the fourth quarter now. Lynchburg leading 2-1. It would be win number 9 of the season for Lynchburg, as they've got 2 big ones coming up this week. Code Red action on Wednesday, hosting Roanoke, and then a homecoming affair on Saturday, hosting Washington and Lee. Some really key Old Dominion Athletic Conference matchups on the way. In fact, they're all ODAC games from here on out for Lynchburg. Roanoke, W&L, Sweetbriar, EMU, Virginia Wesleyan, and Shenandoah in that order. 17-game regular season. This is game 11. Danielle Kuhn, hot shot into the middle. Chance right here for Lynchburg. Composed defending. Solid defensive work from center. I keep giving their goalie, Carly McHenry, a lot of credit, but maybe we're underselling the job that the rest of the defense has done. Maggie Will, who is the leading scorer, has been back there playing some really good defense for center in this one. And Coach Grace Goodbarn told us to watch out for Ashley Hamilton, who is a first year, but really in the middle of their defense has been a big cog for them. Important piece. Last 5 minutes will be critical for both squads. Lynchburg looking for breathing room. Center looking to equalize. Lynchburg will get reinforcements in the form of Jill Pleiter and Anna Dorstein set to come in just a moment. Talking with assistant coach Noah Den Harto, a Dutch national himself and just one of the all-time best guys to hang out with and play billiards with. Noah, so knowledgeable and such an important part of the recruiting piece here. When you've got 2 internationals coaching your team, makes sense that you would have some international flavor. I guess it doesn't always work out that way. Nice when it does, especially for Lynchburg. Here comes center. Dangerous. Samira Garavi. The German will boot another one away. Again, excellent use of the feet there by Garavi in both senses. She was active and mobile, and then to really boot it away and put a solid foot on it. Uh-oh, this is a call that's going against Lynchburg. And this one might be more than a misdemeanor. Does this lead to a penalty stroke? We saw Lynchburg convert their penalty stroke earlier. I think that's exactly what we have happening. Who's going to take it for center? And you talk about chances to equalize. Here you go. The replay, be your own referee, fans. What do you think? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Here comes the penalty stroke attempt. Flicked on and in. That's a goal, and we are tied. 2 apiece as center has found the equalizer on a penalty stroke of their own. The goal scorer is number 22, Ashley Hamilton. The defensive stalwart comes up. Great touch here. Left post, Garavi Got the stick and the leg in that direction, but could not keep it out of the cage. We are tied with less than 4 to play. It could be a photo finish. Let's see how quickly Lynchburg tries to press and get in the offensive zone and make something happen. They shoot it down long to set up that full field pressure. Said the last 5 minutes was going to be critical. It already has been. Really got to be precise right now if you're Lynchburg. You don't want to lose any game, but this is not a contest that when you just look at the preview, you thought Lynchburg would really be in danger. Again, this is why you don't play the games on paper. This is the danger in looking at records and common opponents right here, because Center has come out game and ready. Lynchburg on day 2 of a back-to-back. I don't want to say they've looked slow or sluggish at all, because I don't think that's accurate, but you wonder how much playing the 2 games has put a little extra workload on the bodies. Maybe it's the mental. Staying focused in a 2-0 game yesterday, that's tough. Maybe it's the mental fatigue more than physical fatigue that gets you. And each player is different. There's a danger in trying to lump everybody all into one group. Jill Pleiter, she looks like she wants to take charge here. Passes away. Let's see if she gets it back. Zizzy coming into the attack. Lynchburg had 2 there. Maddie Schuchter and Mazizzi. Maybe the communication less than ideal, but Lynchburg will still take over. 2.5 left to play. Got to be sharp here. Instructions being shouted from the Lynchburg sideline. Full volume from the Center sideline as well. Danielle Kuhn, we've already seen her dribbling and stick skills on display. Couldn't get by the defender that time. Lynchburg will keep the pressure on. Just over 2. That ball was rolling free. Good job to step up and take it. Aurora Balsamo checking in for Lynchburg. Chances here. Solid defensive tackling. Penalty corner coming up. Yes. Lynchburg with a great chance. 1:55 remaining in the 4th period. For Center, no overtime games. Here's another look at the previous sequence. That solid stick work. Keep the stick on the ground. Injection coming up for Lynchburg. Goes in. A whistle blows. Somebody leave early for Lynchburg? You're just going to start it over. One of the Center defenders didn't get the word, or she's been excused. The Center defender has been excused. They'll have to defend with 3 now, plus the goalie. Zizzy in the middle, sprinting, dribbling, lost the ball. She's going to fight to get it back. Zizzy will. Good dribble there to get it around a defender and work towards the sideline. Kind of stuck. Now she'll snake her way in. Zizzy still with the ball. So much talent. Got sandwiched and stopped by the goalie. Under 90 seconds to play now in the 4th period. If you're Lynchburg, you cannot give up a counterattacking goal right here. And if you're Center, that's probably exactly what they're thinking right now. Look at them go. A fast break goal earlier for Center. Each team has had 1 from the penalty stroke. Lynchburg got to really dig in right here. Have to really be strong defensively. Good job to just get that ball clear and let those defenders get a bit more static and structured. This is a photo finish. Under a minute to play now. Good takeaway on the far sideline for Lynchburg. Now maybe the Hornets can get out and run a bit. 38 seconds to do it. There's time. Lynchburg's on the move. Anna Dorstein looking up. She'll send it in fast. Angled pass went through and out of play. It's a Center ball now with less than 20 seconds. Clock continues to run. It'll be 15 in a minute. I don't think you're going to see any separation through 60 minutes between these 2 squads. 2-2 right now. Colonels are just going to hold on. What a game so far. 4 quarters, not enough. This will need more. Make sure you keep watching right here, field hockey fans. Who knows where this one is going to end up. We are tied 2-2 between Center and Lynchburg. Coming back in just a second on LHSN.
Learn from professors and mentors who have spent their careers doing exactly what you want to do. Increase your marketability in an $83 billion industry. If you have a 3.0 GPA, the GMAT is waived. There's no application fee, admissions occurs on a rolling basis, and our online program is ideal for working adults. When you enroll in this program, you enroll in the opportunity to learn from the best of the best. Your professors have a wealth of experience working in the sport industry that they share with you in the classroom setting. Get in the game by getting your MBA with a sport management concentration at the University of Lynchburg. Just now, Hollywood, here I come. Hey, I meant, yeah.
The real Lindsay Piper's here.
Autographs there later.
Cheer for the stumbles. That he should have had that. And the tears that linger. For in those moments, greatness lies. There, you will find the provoked, the determined, the unified. It's in those moments that champions are born.
I learned a lot of valuable lessons playing college football. I never thought about the health benefits of exercise until I actually started to talk to coaches in college. It's not only just for performance, it's for life. My coaches instilled the importance of well-being, not only building up strength, mental health, getting enough sleep, eating properly is all what it is to be healthy. I decided that I want to go in a personal trainer and share my knowledge that I obtained in college about physical and mental well-being.
My name is Davion Washington Jr. I have the honor of serving as the student body president. I have 5 little siblings. I'm the oldest of 6 siblings, and they look up to me. I'm setting the tone. I get to develop myself, make myself a better individual, but also I'm helping future generations, not even my family, but just future generations in general. I found my passion here. I found, the love for what I want to do. I just really had an amazing time here. It's changed, my outlook on life. You don't have to be famous to change lives. You don't have to be on the big screen or whatever. I change lives now, and I hope to continue to do that. Just same way that the University of Lynchburg has changed my life for the better.
It was a thrilling regulation. Penalty stroke, goal, Tatum Humphreys. Center got one of their own on the penalty stroke. Their fantastic first year. The first year, Ashley Hamilton. With the equalizer, a pair of goals for each squad. Lynchburg's other scoring strike came from Grace Peterson, assisted by Olivia Van Meter. The first goal for Center was Claire Martin, her first of the season, and you see it. We are heading to extra time. 60 minutes, not enough to separate here. Lynchburg, their last overtime game was a 2-1 win against Shenandoah. That was last season, September 30th. So over a year since Lynchburg's played an OT game. Looks like Center does not have any overtime games this season. I mentioned the Colonels had not scored in the month of October. They got shut out by Christopher Newport 5-0, and they lost 5-0 to Mary Washington. But again, it's a Center team that has not played like underdogs in this one by any means. They seem like they are ready to take on the challenge of taking on Lynchburg at home. Hello again, field hockey fans. We give you some bonus hockey here on Shelley. My name is Kyle Haney. The chat continues to blow up, and we got some homecoming plans. We got some folks coming over from homecoming. I gotta meet some of y'all. I really want to. This is exciting. I believe Jill Pleiter's mom coming over for homecoming. Maybe she didn't want me to give out her whole itinerary, but she's saying it in the chat, so Must be okay. Must be common knowledge. We're excited. It's going to be a great week. This is a little appetizer for next week. An overtime hockey game. This is going to be a perfect setup to get the students back on campus and then get our alumni and parents, friends, and family on campus as well. Lynchburg, an early takeaway. They look like they want to strike quickly. Jill Pleiter will get whistled for a violation there. 10 minutes on the board. And if we get to penalty strokes, we're really going to have to dive in there and figure it out. Squads get shortened in overtime. Again, most everybody in the chat probably knows that. It's a 5-on-5 game, I'm told, is so very popular in the Netherlands and other places as well. So, it's interesting. It's an interesting thought about the amount of players. Just getting back to different sports, you got the different forms of rugby where you have 3 different kinds and they all have 3 different players. The rugby sevens is the newest one that everybody seems to enjoy. But the field is definitely more wide open when you shorten the squads like this. Of course, in ice hockey, you get a similar deal in overtime. Kanyi Mazizi, the Zimbabwe product. She'll turn the corner, getting downhill to the goal. Backhand, it's in. The tomahawk from Mazizi goes. Incredible dribbling to get through there. And Kanyi Mazizi, the golden girl with the golden goal, just knifing her way through the defense, and it was a surgical finish at the end. We're going to get another look at it right here. This is a thing of beauty. The tail end of the finish going to the backhand to just slide it by the diving goalie McHenry, who was outstanding all day. But Kanyi Mazizi, when her team needs it the most, look at turning the corner there with speed, and she can play at full speed and keep the ball on her stick. The dribbling is so good from Kanyi Mazizi. So much fun to watch. And a game that thrilled us for 60 minutes comes to a close 90 seconds into overtime. Mazizi with the game winner. Actually, just her second goal of the season. First one since September the 14th. Oh, if you are watching in Zimbabwe, you have to love that. If you're watching anywhere, you have to love that. The exception would be the Center College fans. Tip your cap to the Colonels. They played hard the entire game. Center will fall to a very deceiving 4-8 on the season. That's a good squad right there. They will try to regroup and go up to Winchester and take on the Shenandoah University Hornets tomorrow. For Lynchburg, they improve to 9-2 on the year, 5-0 on the home turf at Schellenberger Field. They get a goal first of the season from Tatum Humphreys. It was Grace Peterson with her 4th scoring strike of the season. Great assist from Olivia Van Meter. And then solo stuff, just strutting her stuff on the turf at Shelley. Kanyi Mazizi with her 2nd of the year. And it's a game winner. The golden girl with the golden goal for Lynchburg. And the Hornets get win number 9 of the year. Okay, we're back on for a Code Red Wednesday. Lynchburg will host Roanoke. Sounds like my guy Joey B. Joey Brennan is on the call. So you are in great hands, field hockey fans. It's going to be an outstanding atmosphere here at Schellenberger. And that's part of a doubleheader with women's soccer. So if you can make your plans to join us in person on Wednesday, you really should do that. And definitely the Hive will be buzzing all week next week, as it is University of Lynchburg's 2024 Homecoming and Parents Weekend. Sports Hall of Fame banquet happens on Thursday. I'll be a part of that and looking forward to it with great eagerness and enthusiasm. And then you've got a full day of activities on Friday for alumni, family, friends, and current students. Saturday, you'll get 3 games out here on Schellenberger. That'll be field hockey, men's soccer, women's soccer. In that order, by the way, field hockey at 11 this Saturday, men's soccer at 2, women's soccer at 4:30. And more things happening on Saturday and Sunday as well. So visit lynchburg.edu for all the info, and go to lynchburgsports.com to stay up to date on everything happening field hockey-wise and otherwise. We got to end it somewhere, so we'll end it here. Great day for Lynchburg, an overtime win, 3-2. Had some fun with the banter in the chat there. Love that. Hopefully we can do it again, and hopefully we can meet some field hockey fans in person for homecoming. We'll say so long. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Lynchburg gets the 3-2 OT win over Center. You saw it all live on the Lynchburg Hornets Sports Network.